Good evening and welcome to FQTV live from Goodwin Park, where Olympic FC hosts Rochedale Rovers on the final night of the 2026 NPL Queensland regular season. Paul is with you in the commentary booth for a fixture at the heart of the battle to remain in the competition. Olympic are safe in 8th, but Rochedale arrive in 10th with their NPL future unresolved. Their equation is the simplest: win, move to 21, and survival is guaranteed. But a draw or defeat brings the rest of the table into play. Of course, Magic United begin just 1 point above them, Gold Coast United 1 point behind, and the Brisbane Raw youth side 2 points back. 2 of those 4 clubs will be relegated tonight, and all 3 relevant matches are being played at the same time. Magic travel to Wolves, Gold Coast United host Eastern Suburbs, and Brisbane Raw Youth face Gold Coast Knights. We'll keep a close watch on those scores throughout the evening. As for this one, the recent evidence suggests that this may not be a quiet 90 minutes. Rochedale have scored and conceded in each of their last 5 matches. Both teams have scored in their last 10, and they've gone 10 without a clean sheet. They also have one of the league's most productive forwards. Rochedale Oberon Kladic has scored 12 times, placing him 4th in the Golden Boot standings despite Rochedale's position near the foot of the table. Olympic, meanwhile, can play without relegation pressure, but their influence on the final table could be decisive. The meeting in May finished 3-1 to Rochedale. It was level until the 84th minute when Mitch Roberts struck before DeAndre Volhoven added the third 2 minutes later. For Olympic tonight, a final opportunity to finish the campaign strongly on home soil, whereas for Rochedale, it's one match to secure another season at the top Queensland level. First, looking over the lineup tonight, Scott McNichol with the visitors has Luke Boren in goal, Oliver Dern and Dominic Horwood at centre-back, Aidan Courtney at one of the full-back positions, alongside Liam MacArthur on the opposite full-back side. In the midfield, we've got Harry Talbot, Mitch Roberts, and Joshua Morland playing in behind Oberon Kladic up front. Jaden Bobb on the left-hand side. On the bench, Anton Alexanko, DeAndre Volhoven, Novak Klalic, Nicholas Cowie, William Hawthorne, and Luca La Rosa. Olympic go with a mostly unchanged side. Lachlan Hunter in goal, Reed at left back, Jack Hudson in centre back with Warland, and Ali Ahmad on the other fullback position. In the midfield, we have Kenshin Takagishi alongside Cameron Annis-Wade and Apologies there. Mariner in the midfield with Takagishi and Anis Wade. Warnes and Parrott on the wing positions, and Hermiston up front. On the bench, Lachlan Duke, William Thomason, Carbel Caruz, Luke Ratucic, and Gianni Laruto, and Jaden Hansen. And this one's underway here at Goodwin Park. Olympic in their traditional red, going from left to right. Rochedale Rovers in their all black strips, going from right to left. Rochedale starting tonight not in the relegation positions, but if they do not win and we see Gold Coast United or the Brisbane Roar go ahead in their games, then they will drop into those places where there's survival in the NPL Queensland. Could end up being over for the 2027 season. Boreen playing the ball through the middle, but he's given it away quite sloppy there. Warnes couldn't make the most of that one. Something they'll have to be careful of tonight. Rochedale can't afford silly mistakes like that. Sabados carrying the ball forward for Rochedale. MacArthur looking to play it long over the top, but it's one back by Olympic. Warnes there looking to find Takagishi with a through ball. Kenshin Takagishi has had an amazing season for Olympic, despite them perhaps not having the best as a club in total. 7 goals and 6 assists make it 13 goal involvements. He's of course joint third in the league in those assist charts and scored in the reverse fixture earlier this season. Ran a little too much on that ball to find Warnes down the right-hand side. And ladies and gentlemen, we do have a goal early in one of our other fixtures. Brisbane Roar going 1-0 up against the Gold Coast Knights. And that, of course, moves Brisbane Roar from 16 points, currently up to 19 points, and drops Rochedale into the relegation zone on goal difference at this current stage. Here is Takagichi. Declan Warnes trying to work his way to cut inside. Can he keep that one in? It's gone back for a goal kick again. And confirmation of that goal between Brisbane Roar and Gold Coast Knights. Justin Vidic striking inside the 3rd minute to move the Brisbane Roar youth side out of the relegation zone. And Rochedale now currently sitting just inside the relegation zone on goal difference. Of course, plenty of time left and no need to panic at this stage. Oliver Dern not panicking there, but he did end up giving the ball away. He's Jack Parrott. Matthew Reid goes all the way back to Jack Hudson as Olympic recycle the ball across. Mitch Roberts breaking away. And that is a fantastic tackle in the end. Dante Mariner getting enough on that to force it out for a corner, just as Mitch Roberts looks like he was about to break into the area and get a shot away. It's a cross, and that's gone right into the 6-yard box. Probably a yard or two out from goal, and somehow has managed to go over the bar. A huge chance for Rochedale there. Lachlan Hunter not impressed at all with his defence, letting that ball drop where it was. And of course, one advantage that Rochedale do have is the fact that Olympic are safe. There is less to play for. Of course, they would like a position as high up the table as possible. But the weight of this game is very much on the Rovers. Moreland dispossessed, but Rochedale winning the throw, and that's all the way back to MacArthur. Dominic Hallwood with a great through pass, cutting the line. Borean sending that one up. And that is a clear foul. Joshua Moreland looked like he was breaking away and held back. A chance possibly for Rochedale to send another one into the box. They caused problems with the earlier corner. And Moreland flicks that one towards the back post. Jardel Bob got underneath it, but somehow his wayward shot ends up going for a throw-in. Declan Warnes breaking away, does manage to get something onto it, looking for Takagishi, but wasn't quite enough to reach him. And a chance now for Rochedale to get up the other end of the pitch, and Joshua Morland can't keep control of that one. It's out for a throw-in. Declan Warnes looking very sharp for Olympic in this opening 10 minutes. He's made several breaks down that right-hand side. Cross into the box, and that's cleared. Rochedale sending another one in. Ladies and gentlemen, we have another update here in the relegation battle. In one of the other key games tonight, the Brisbane Roar taking on Gold Coast United. And the score there, 1-1, Gold Coast Knights, with the equaliser. We're just waiting to confirm the goal scorer there. So that's Brisbane Roar 1, Gold Coast Knights 1. And that moves Rochedale back into safety for now. Of course, those other key fixtures tonight. Wynnum Wolves against Magic United, Gold Coast United against Eastern Suburbs, and Brisbane Roar against Gold Coast Knights. Magic, GCU, the Brisbane Roar and Rochedale all at risk of going down, and all trying to avoid those two relegation spots at the bottom of the Queensland NPL ladder. A fantastic bit of skill there from Harry Talbot. And he sent a through ball all the way to Mitch Roberts. Great play. He's got away from his man, and that's well retrieved in the end. Takagishi trying to turn on that one. A good bit of play from Rochedale. They do have the talent there. If they can utilize it, they'll be confident of getting a result tonight against an Olympic side with very little to play for. Aidan Courtney. Jardel Bob, 1-2 with Courtney. And can't quite hook that one back enough for Morland, who was approaching the 6-yard box. Given away cheaply there, and nearly found its way to Takagishi. Those are the moments where you think maybe Rochedale are better placed just getting the ball out of the danger zone, when the risks of conceding tonight have such a dramatic effect on the table. Just a reminder, Olympic FC in 8th place and safe. But underneath them, Magic United in 9th, Rochedale Rovers in 10th, Gold Coast United in 11th, and Brisbane Roar in 12th, and they are just all 1 point behind each other. Magic on 19, Rochedale 18, Gold Coast United 17, and Brisbane Roar 16 points. At the moment, the table remains unchanged. Rochedale just hovering above the relegation zone. Referee bringing that one back. Kajic seemed to have given too many pulls of the shirt there as he tried to break away and relieve some of the pressure for Rochedale. Kenshin Takagishi looking to swing this one in. Sends it very high towards the back post. It did look like it took a touch last off Ben Warland, but the referee has pointed to a corner. Takagishi again sends a dangerous ball into the air, but it's flicked out. And here is Mitch Roberts on the break. We could see a card there, we do. But taken quickly, and that's fired across from Mitch Roberts. Rochedale wasting no time there. Initially held back, Mitch Roberts, by Matthew Reed on the break. He's been yellow carded. Hunter under a bit of a pressure there from Mullen, but manages to get a good length on his goal kick. Ball into the channel, but Luke Boryan there to clear it up. Rochedale look keen to take these free kicks quickly if they can. Olympic learning their lesson after the last one and the chance conceded, and just holding that up. Here's Takagishi. Declan Warnes looking to find Takagishi there, and little confusion as to where that ball would be played. Here's Takagishi trying to weave his way through the Rochedale defense, but Finally dispossessed there by Maximiliano Sabados. Hudson finds Declan Warnes. Read back to Hudson, who's driven forward now. Unfamiliar position for him as the centre back. Here's Reed to Warnes. Drives to... Gets a good ball across the face of goal, but that's well collected by Luke Borrian. Mitch Roberts holding the ball up well there and drawing the foul once again. This time Ali Ahmad bringing him down. Fortunately for Matthew Reed, he is playing this game on the opposite side of the pitch, so while he has obtained that yellow card stopping Mitch Roberts once before, he shouldn't have to go up against him too many times this match, as he does look like Rochdale's best chance to break quickly on the counter. Jack Hudson across to Ben Warland. Back to Hudson. On a great backheel pass has found Takagishi. And Olympic with a corner. Takagishi had a big effect in the reverse fixture at Rochdale early on in the campaign, making it 1-1 before DeAndre Volhoven scored the winner late on for Rochdale. They won that game 3-1, so they have beaten Olympic this season. And that one's too far for any man in red. And while it is scoreless still here, it's not been a game for draws, this one. 6 meetings, 4 going Olympics' way, 2 for Rochdale. Rochdale not keeping a clean sheet in any of the last 6 head-to-head meetings with Olympic. Saying that the fixture earlier on this season did remain level till the 84th minute. So they are obviously 2 sides well matched. Just 2 spots separating them on the table. Magic United in between the 2. Olympic with a healthy buffer of points. And another breakaway stopped there. We'll confirm that yellow card in a second. Big clearance. Declan Warnes happy to chase this one down. He's done well. Rochedale does win the throw-in. Rochedale Bob did his best to try and keep the ball and has retained possession from the throw-in. Just confirmation before. Deontay Mariner with the yellow card, stopping that Rochedale break. It's the second one of the night where Rochedale looked like they could be having a direct run at the defense, but Olympic doing what they can to stop them. Mitch Roberts. Not quite enough on that. Didn't look like he struck it cleanly enough. Ladies and gentlemen, 2 goal updates in the relegation battle. First, the game between Wolves, Wynnum Wolves and Magic United. Magic United are 1-0 to the good in Wynnum. And then Gold Coast United against Eastern Suburbs. The Gold Coast also in this relegation battle. There has been a goal there, and it's to Gold Coast United. They are ahead. That's bad news for Rochedale, who are on the break now again with Mitch Roberts, who wins a throw-in high up the pitch. So Jack Payne scoring for Magic United, putting then 1 up, moving them further into safety. And Gold Coast United also 1 up, waiting to confirm that goal scorer. They are moving on to 20 points, which moves Rochedale down into the dreaded relegation positions once again tonight, as these 4 teams play musical chairs at the bottom of the NPL ladder. Moreland back to Hudson. Here's Mitch Roberts through, gets his strike away. Lachlan Hunter makes himself big. Perhaps the angle just too tight. And that speedy break, we've seen it all through this first half from Rochedale. They can get a strong attack against the Olympic defence when they find those holes through the midfield. They're very quick to try and break away. Delightful ball over the top to Mitch Roberts again, who fires another one towards Lachlan Hunter's goal. And this one smashes into the side netting, but took a deflection on its way through. Joshua Morland to take the corner. Olympic will be hoping to do a lot better defensively from this than they did from the first corner of the game, which dropped just underneath their crossbar and somehow was knocked over by a Rochedale attacker. And here's another one towards the 6-yard box, cleared out. Mariner sends that one long. Declan Warren's chasing it down with Borien, who's happy to see that out into the car park for a throw-in. Ladies and gentlemen, we have another goal on the Gold Coast in our fixture between Gold Coast United and Eastern Suburbs. A pivotal match in this relegation battle. Gold Coast United also fighting for their Queensland NPL survival, and they are 2-0 up against Eastern Suburbs. Still waiting to confirm both goal scorers. A goal 2 minutes after the first, 28 minutes and 30 minutes in. Gold Coast United 2-0 up against Eastern Suburbs. And they move into the 10th position, into safety, more importantly, in the Queensland NPL, while Rochedale Rovers drop into 11th if the scores remain the same. If the scores remain the same, Rochedale will have to win to guarantee safety. A long throw-in into the box. Corney finds Morland. Joshua Morland not able to get enough underneath that to really test Lachlan Hunter. Hagagishi aims to have fouled Harry Talbot there in his efforts to win the ball back, and Rochedale sending that one high and long, thumping header away at the back, and it's now a free kick to Olympic. Joshua Moreland now. What can he do? He sends a ball towards the back post. Shouts for a penalty there as Jardel Bob went down, but the refs waved play on. Back with McCarthy, who drives it forward. Cross towards the front post, flicked out. Takagishi happy to wait for reinforcements. Here they are. Declan Warnes escaping from everyone and sends one in. He gets another go at it, finds Takagishi on the edge of the area. Strike towards goal, but well blocked. And another follow-up strike there from Anis Wade. Rochedale starting to look a little tired in the legs there after they got back to help defend that attack. Another through ball. And it looks like Declan Warnes can't quite get to that one. Perhaps the first chance there. He couldn't quite believe how much time he did have. Olympic have held most of the possession tonight. We have seen a few good breakaways from Rochedale, which Olympic have stopped no matter what it's taken. And now we're starting to see the same in transition from them as they look to counter quickly against Rochedale when they do retain the ball, or do win the ball back, sorry. Across the season though, neither side has really been a possession-based team. Olympic averaging 45% to Rochdale's 40% for the season. Just 5 minutes to play in this half at Goodwin Park, and that one could be a little bit short. A little bit of confusion. But Mitch Roberts didn't know where the ball was either. Lachlan Hunter and Mitch Roberts clashing as Lachlan Hunter got his boot to the clearance, but a bit of ping pong left both players completely unaware of where the ball was, and Olympic survive. Reed back to Hudson, who sends it long over the top. Was looking for Hermiston. Back to Reed, who is on that yellow card. He will have to be careful for the second half. Switch ball to Declan Warnes. Warnes again, and that through ball coming to Reed, who hits it across goal, and it's in! Declan Warnes! Well, if one man looked likely all night, it has been him. He's broke away several times on that right-hand side, and we can see here he's found his way into the area and he's ready for the rebound. Comes off his opposite number, Max Sabados. He's Warnes again. He's broke away into the area. And it looks like another corner for Olympic. Declan Warnes eager to add to his tally before half-time. That only his third goal of the season, but so far tonight he's found himself a pivotal part of the Olympic attack. Takakishi chopping back onto his right foot, looking for Reed, who was there. And another corner. Takagishi swinging it towards the penalty spot. Reed got something on that, but it wasn't enough to get it towards goal. And a wayward shot going over and wide from Mariner. Klajic driving towards the box, but he's been forced out wide. Jardel Bob flashes one across the 6-yard box, and that's well held by Lachlan Hunter. He'll be happy to hold on to that as long as he can. Takagishi finds Declan Warnes. Yellow card given there to Jack Parrott of Olympic. And that is half-time at Goodwin Park. Olympic carrying a 1-goal lead into the interval. Olympic 1, Rochedale Rovers 0. The breakthrough arriving just before half-time when Declan Warnes slotted home from close range. Rochedale Rovers with it all to do if they are going to secure their survival in the Queensland NPL. We'll see you in just 10 to 15 minutes time after these messages for the second half.
Gold Coast United 2, East 0. Magic Run Wynnum 0.
To last, you know the importance of support, trust and teamwork.
Gold Coast Knights 1.
Digging deep, pushing forward, never looking back. From humble beginnings in 1979 to achieving hundreds of thousands of glorious goals. We're building strong foundations from streets to suburbs and communities all across the country. We believe in building better futures. That's why we're proud to partner with Football Queensland.
Excellence. Is it measured in likes, bottom lines, or the impact we make around us? The things we build, the students we inspire, the care we give. At CQ University, we recognise all kinds of excellence. We combine contemporary courses with more choices and real support to empower you to create the success that means more to you. Be with CQU.
Felton Industries is proud to be the official shelter and grandstands partner of Football Queensland. Felton offers a range of premium aluminium grandstands, from elite portable spectator seating to soccer team shelters for players and coaches. Give your fans the best view of the game with Felton's comfortable spectator seating. With sun-safe shelters, or powder-coated in your team colours. Whatever your club needs, Felton has a high-quality, low-maintenance seating option to suit. We are the pioneers in Australian-made grandstands and team shelters. Contact Felton today on 1800 834 016 or visit felton.net.au.
Future game is changing, and so it's really important for us to understand that we're not developing players for the here and now, it's for the future.
It's extremely important to have an identity as a state. There's some key characteristics that we identified as being really important to Queensland players. The first one is creative, which refers to a player's technical ability, their base level technique and their X factor qualities. Second is courageous, how players influence the game, their levels of effort, their absolute desire displayed on the pitch. And then there's competitive, so their winning mentality, and that's got nothing to do with winning games. And that's a never say die effort, which is a hallmark of Queensland players in the past. It's something we want to continue to preserve.
That sort of frames everything we look for in a Queensland player. It's really important for every fan of every club, for every member, for every player to understand what it means to be a Queenslander, lean into the nature of the Queensland spirit. I think this is the most exciting time for youth development in a long time in Australia. We've seen so many young Queenslanders move on to bigger and better things. We've seen so much national team representation, and we've seen a massive shift in terms of the focus on youth development in a professional sort of setting within the A-Leagues. So if you're a young Queenslander, it's our job at Football Queensland to ensure that we're giving every opportunity to players to reach that stage and support talent wherever it may be to reach the higher echelons of the game.
I think football was always my thing, yeah. I just loved it. I love being a part of the team and I love winning. I played for Warriors in Townsville and it was really good and I learnt a lot and I felt like I was just having fun. I was really nervous at first because I'd played against these girls all growing up. Like I'd always been in the Townsville team, they'd been in the Metro teams, and I was really nervous because I didn't know whether I was good enough or whether I was just like overreaching. With the right support and the right coaching and the right programs to be identified, like carnivals, you can definitely get spotted and you can do it. From there, it's just how much you want it, really. The Queensland State Team program has helped me believe in myself because a lot of the time when I don't believe in myself, I don't perform as well, and that's probably what's let me down. Off the field, I'd say just like becoming a better person, more mature and friendly and outgoing, and I feel like helped me bring me out of my shell, I guess, yeah. I feel really, really grateful and really honoured that I've been selected and that I've been seen and identified to be good enough to play, just to have the opportunity to play in front of national team coaches, and I just feel like super confident, super eager. It's really good to see my kind of progression from not making it at all to making it. The Queensland State Team program can really help push you into the A-League teams, the Premier League teams, the Matildas representing your country, and that's something that I aspire to do. I think just the level of coaching and the intensity and playing in a better team definitely makes you a better player, and you kind of understand what you have to do to get to that level, and it's, yeah, really good.
The red jersey is blue ticket, A10, Tasha.
Welcome back to Goodwin Park, where Olympic FC are 1-0 up against Rochedale Rovers after a first half played beneath the pressure of the NPL Queensland's relegation storm. The result here crucial for the away side, as are the scores between Wynnum and Magic United, Gold Coast United and Eastern Suburbs, and the Brisbane Raw Youth and Gold Coast Knights. As things stand, Gold Coast United are 2-0 up against East, while Magic lead the Wolves 1-0, meaning Rochedale Rovers are just 45 minutes away from relegation into the FQPL 1. And if you are just joining us, I'm Paul Ayres in the commentary booth. We've seen a first half with chances for both sides. Olympic perhaps growing into the game stronger, where Declan Warnes along the right-hand side has caused havoc and eventually found his goal from a rebound from close range just 5 minutes before half-time. Olympic, of course, with not much to play for in this one. They'll need a few more goals in order to jump into 7th spot and overtake the Eastern Suburbs. But really very little to play for the men in red tonight. Whereas for Rochedale, it is a game for survival, a game where they must win to guarantee their safety. They can survive with a draw as well, but only if Magic avoid defeat and Gold Coast United win would they be relegated in that situation. Emerson won that back, and that's a strike from Takagichi and a good save from Borean. And a fantastic fourth turn on the ball there from Jack Parrott, who wins his side a corner. A lively start from Olympic. Takagishi playing this one short. And that's sent in, a very dangerous ball indeed. And that will be brought back for the foul, as Jardel Bob was held back by Ben Warland, looking to stop that quick Rochedale attack. We've seen the Rovers try and counter on a number of occasions during the first half, and Olympic, to their credit, have managed to stop it each time, even when they've had to take some less so legal measures in doing so. Happy to cop the yellow card. Luke Borean nearly getting caught on that one. Perhaps not as agile as he thought he might be in his head there as he went to turn back on the ball. Takagishi looked like he could be finding his way through, but can't quite find Ben Hermiston there with the through pass in the end. Harry Talbot breaking away. It's with Mitch Roberts now as he drives towards the area. Linesman happy to let that one go so far. There is a lot of shirt grabbing from both players. Roberts making it clear he felt like he should be getting the free kick in that situation. And headed out of play by Liam MacArthur. Here's Courtney now. Driving against Reed. Courtney, and it's found its way through. And that's a great finish from Obren Klajic. You can see Courtney driving towards Reed. A through ball that's missed by everyone. And the main man up front, Obren Klajic, grabs his 13th goal of the season and brings Rochedale Rovers level on the 50th minute. Mitch Roberts getting very aggressive there against Jack Parrott. Not wanting to get caught out like he was before when the referee didn't give him the decision. Perhaps feels like he can get away with a bit more. Here's Morland. Mariner with the switch to Warnes, who plays it back. You can see the increased intensity by Rochdale's press since the goal. Takagishi, though, managed to find his way around that midfield press. And a ball from Anis Wade, nearly finding Ben Hermiston. Perhaps he did have the time to take a strike on himself. And there has been a goal elsewhere in the relegation battle. Magic United added a second. It's Payne again in the 50th minute to make it 2-0 away from home at Wynnum Wolves. Rochdale know they will need one more to guarantee safety if results elsewhere stay the same. Magic United and Gold Coast United, 2 to the good. And here's Mitch Roberts, taking on Ali Ahmad. Does get around the outside of him, and it's a great chance Really electric pace there, but Klajic just couldn't steer that one home. Rochedale, despite getting the scores level, currently occupying that 11th spot on the Queensland NPL ladder. That means they will be relegated in just 35 minutes' time. Unless something changes either here or between the games of Magic United and Wynnum Wolves and Gold Coast United and Eastern Suburbs. And a big chance there. As we look at this one back on the replay, Joshua Morland looking for his 4th of the season. Actually joint 4th on the assists table for the entire league. Here's a chance for Olympic. Declan Warnes finally dispossessed. He had a very strong first half, but we've yet to see that reproduced so far in the second, just 10 minutes in. It's one of his first touches of the ball. Ali Ahmad with plenty of space. Rovers happy to let him have it in that position. Obviously not feeling the threat of a cross. Olympic just trying to slow the pace down, it seems, after a frantic opening 10 minutes to this second half, where Rochedale Rovers come out, press strong, and manage to grab the equaliser. For, of course, their main man, Robin Kalic, with his 13th goal of the season. And that's straight up again by Luke Borrian. Not much distance on that at all. Clearly concerned at perhaps not getting enough height on the ball and side-footing those clearances straight up, which is giving Olympic back possession. And now Olympic have a free kick just on the edge of the area, a couple of yards out from the penalty box. Perfect striking distance from someone who has scored plenty of these in the past, Kenshin Takagishi. Of course, scored the equaliser in the reverse fixture earlier on in this season. And he'll be looking to make it 8 for the season here if he can test Borrian. He nearly does. Curling effort, but it's quite comfortable in the end. Borrian able to keep hold of that one. And that's much further away with the drop kick. But back into Olympic possession, where Takagishi plays it wide again for Declan Warnes. And another comfortable save from Borrian. Opts to throw, this time finds Morland. And Roberts wins it high up the field. Mitch Roberts drives it towards his left foot. And another big chance goes begging for Rochedale. Mitch Roberts there driving into the penalty area, cuts it back, plays it to Joshua Morland, and then there is The number 8, Harry Talbot there. Just popping that one over the crossbar. A huge chance for Rochedale to take the lead in this game. A lead that would mean safety as it stands. A switch ball to Mitch Roberts. Ali Ahmad looked like he might have taken the final touch, but protested his innocence, and the referee and the linesman agree. It's a goal kick. Hunter making it clear he's not planning to play that short, with the pressure of Morland and Clyde there just waiting on the edge of his box. Morland, but there's some great skill from Dean. Oh, and that's a great chance, fizzing past the far post. Ben Hermiston picked up the ball quite deep, drove all the way to the edge of the area and just flashing that one. Wide of Luke Borrian's goal. Chances are really starting to mount up, big chances in this second half for both sides. Here's Roberts. Decides not to take on Ahmed. Takagishi deemed to have rode that one out of play as he tried to work his way into the Rochedale half. Oliver Dern. MacArthur. He's Sabados. One of the few times he has ventured high. And it's paid off because he's won his side a corner. We've not seen too much of Sabados getting up that right-hand side. No overlaps with Mitch Roberts, but he came high there. And this one's deep to the back post, flashed across goal. And has that gone over the line? No, it hasn't. Clyde getting a strike on it. And another huge chance for Rochedale. A Rochedale side with just 30 minutes remaining to secure their survival in the NPL Queensland in 2027. And that ball finds Mitch Roberts. Sabados. MacArthur. Rochedale retaining possession well here. Morland looking for the flick pass over the top. Ahmed sending that one long. looking for Parrott. There's Hermiston. Couldn't quite find Declan Warnes. Referee waving that one away. A bit too theatrical for him. Big switch to Mitch Roberts, who finds himself in space. Here's Morland. Morland sending one towards the back post. Looked like that did take a touch off the arm, but referee deems it too close. And in a natural position still perhaps, but it did certainly affect the play there and Olympic chances to get forward. Here's Talbot. Sabados. Roberts again looking for the free kick. Instead, it's Olympic who get one for a foul on Takagishi. Parrott and Sabados in a bit of an argument there over who was at fault for that one. But the referee's decision has fell on the side of Rochedale. As Luke Borrian gets the ball forward to MacArthur, who goes straight back to him. Here's Hudson. Takagishi. To the captain, Warland. Olympic trying to establish a little bit of control. They know as this game goes on, Rochedale will become more frantic as things stay the same elsewhere. At the moment, they are facing the drop. They need a goal to secure safety regardless of other results elsewhere. And at the moment, those results elsewhere are not going in their favour. And a strike flashed over the goal by Declan Warnes, looking for his second of the game. He has caused the Rochedale defence plenty of problems across these 70 minutes so far. And that's DeAndre Vollenhoven on. for Rochedale to see out these final 20 minutes. On a ball play back, it's a great save by Luke Borrian. Tagagichi there, threading the ball through, and then it's back to Jack Parrott. He can't quite make the most of the chance. A good strike on target, but Borrian able to parry that one away. Here's Vollenhoven through now. He waits for the cavalry. Klajic looking to find Roberts on the opposite side. Sabados to Moreland. Klajic finding himself quite far away from goal, away from where he is most dangerous. Oliver Dern over to Sabados, who's starting to venture further forward in this game. Roberts to Moreland. And that's a great ball through. Mitch Roberts one-on-one. And it's well collected by Lachlan Hunter. Here is Roberts to Moreland, who threads the ball through again. And that through ball just had a little bit too much. If Rochedale do go down tonight, they will be ruining the missed chances here. They've had plenty of opportunities, particularly in this second half, to gain the lead against Olympic. Of course, they did beat them earlier on in the season 3-1, and here is a great chance to break away now with Harry Talbot playing the through ball. Klajic, can he keep it in? And it's just a little bit too far away from him. He settles for the corner. The scores remaining the same elsewhere. Magic United 2-0 up against Wynnum Wolves, and Gold Coast United 2-0 up against Eastern Suburbs mean if the scoreline stays the same for the remaining 17 minutes of this game, then Rochedale will be going down into the FQPL 1. Joshua Moreland sending this towards the back post, and it's a header, and it's in! Oliver Dern! Cue the celebrations with the travelling fans. A ball to the back post. Oliver Dern, unmarked. And he can just place that header past Lachlan Hunter. Could that be the goal that secures Rochedale Rovers' survival in the Queensland NPL for next season? Olympic FC 1, Rochedale Rovers 2 here. And it's a huge goal. It's a goal that moves Rochedale Rovers out of the relegation zone and in to the 10th position that they started tonight. Jack Parrott His ball can find no teammates. A great bit of footwork there from Mariner. That's a cross. Well caught, Takagichi. And Rochedale have the numbers back to suffocate the skill of the Japanese import.
Substitution. Christian for Olympic, number 30, Jaden Hansen, and number 14, Jeremy Moreno, replacing 24, Bob Carr, and number 18, Matthew Reed.
The substitutions there for Olympic. Paradon Reed off. And Gianni Lorito on. And Jaden Hansen on. Refreshing the side for the final 15 minutes here. Olympic desperate for the foul, but the referee, he's having none of it. Happy to see them retain possession and play on. Mitch Roberts trying to get away from Ahmed, but he manages to get something on it and stop him from breaking away. Now, if you're wondering what the live table looks like at the moment, Magic United in 9th, Rochedale in 10th on 22 and 21 points respectively. Then in the relegation zone of the NPL Queensland, Gold Coast United on 20 points in 11th, despite being 2 goals up against Eastern Suburbs, and then Brisbane Roar, who are currently drawing with the Knights on 17 points, whose relegation looks all but confirmed at the moment. Vollenhoven sending the ball towards Roberts. Plage managed to get something on it. Talbot now. As things stand, Gold Coast United and Brisbane Roar Youth will be going down into the FQPL 1. Two sides that once had the rivalry at the very top of the A-League, but soon the M1 derby could be taking place in Queensland's second tier. Olympic would need a win by a couple of goals tonight in order to move from their position in 8th up to 7th, where they would overtake Eastern Suburbs. However, as the clock draws on, that's looking less and less likely. And that means Olympic have less and less to play for. Although they are certainly making it hard work for Rochedale so far in this game. Here's Roberts driving towards Ahmed. Sends another one low across the box. Luke Boren happy to take as much time as he can. Every second gone is a second closer to safety and a second closer to another year at the top of Queensland football for the Rovers. And they certainly have some players that are well suited to this level. We've seen tonight the danger of this man, Mitch Roberts, who looks to take on Ahmed again. And that's sent as far as he can get it by Ben Warland. But Mitch Roberts with 9 goal involvements for the season. Oberon Klajic, 13 goals for the season. One of the best strikers in the division. Joshua Morland as well, joint 4th in the league for assists. Harry Talbot hacked down there by Takagishi. Rochedale, if they can keep a hold of some of these players and strengthen elsewhere around the park, they would be in a strong position to avoid a similar circumstance next season if they can stay up. Some real talent out there in black tonight. And they've shown it in this second half. Scott McNichol really lighting a fire underneath his team at halftime. And they came out at 100%. And were very quick to flip the result, or the scoreline, on its head. Sabados perhaps looking to play this into that channel and plays it out of play instead. So Aidan Courtney down at the moment with an injury, not quite off the pitch. I think the referee's encouraging him to shuffle across a yard or two. Byron sending that high, flicked on well to Mitch Roberts. Dispossessed, Mariner now driving into the half of Rochedale. Well cut out. Referee bringing that one back to the initial throw position. Takagishi had managed to gain 10 yards on the sideline before deciding to throw that one in. Driven throw, cut out. Sent into the area. And Harry Talbot doing enough to just slow down Olympics' attack. Ali Ahmed coming up for this one. Looks like he's going to go for a long throw-in. There's no option short. It is long. To the edge of the 6-yard box, flicked out. And all the way back to Lachlan Hunter in goal. They'll be happy with that, Rochedale. He sent it up long. Up and away by Vollenhoven for another throw-in. DeAndre Vollenhoven often being used as an impact player. And one of his 3 goals this season did actually come in the reverse fixture, which Rochedale were victorious, 3-1. And he certainly made an impact tonight after coming on, helping his side get this vital lead in their fight for survival. Anywhere will do for Rochedale at the moment. As confusing as the relegation scrap was and is, one thing was clear tonight. A win for Rochedale guarantees safety regardless of the other 3 results. We now enter injury time. Rochedale just minutes away. from a historic turnaround win in the final day of the regular season in the Queensland NPL. That's Mitch Roberts going down with cramp. Referee offering a hand up, but it does not seem to be in any rush to get up. He will, of course, have to come off the field momentarily. But it does take away from that clock, and every second counts. Elsewhere, Wynnum Wolves and Magic United has finished 3-0 to Magic. Magic looking likely to have secured their survival. Just a minute remaining. You can hear the calls from the bench of the four added on. A goal conceded would send Rochedale down and mean Gold Coast United survive in the Queensland NPL. It's essential Rochedale do not concede. Here's Hunter sending it long. Bit of aerial ping pong. No side really managed to keep hold of the ball. And that's it. It's full time here. Rochedale Rovers survive. They will be in the Queensland NPL in 2027. A huge turnaround. 1-0 down at half time. They've walked away winners here. And that confirms the relegation of Gold Coast United and the Brisbane Raw Youth into the FQPL 1 for next season. Goals from Oliver Dern and Oberon Kalic keep Rochedale in the Queensland NPL. Full time here at Goodwin Park. Olympic FC 1, Rochedale Rovers 2. From Paul Ayres, thank you for your company on FQTV. Be sure to tune in next week for all the action in our semi-finals of the NPL. And we can see the stats there, how much Rochedale Rovers pressed throughout that game, particularly in the second half. They threw everything at Olympic, and in that second half turned around the result with a strike, a header from the most unlikely of players, the centre-back Oliver Dern. Once again, everyone, Rochedale Rovers survive, and thank you for your company tonight.
Between here at Goodwin Park, Olympic 1, Rochedale 2. Congratulations to Rochedale. See you again next year. We've still got lots of food at the canteen. It's half price. Come and get it. 12 glass.